Okay, folks, how you doing, YouTubers? Long time no see. Here's another odd video. Well, not really odd, so to speak, but repurposing video. Over the years, I've been to different guys' garages, shops, man caves, whatever. I've seen them repurpose old used cabinets of some sort, whether it be kitchen cabinet or whatever. And so I decided to try to do some reorganization in my shop and repurpose some cabinets. Now, I'll get in detail here in a minute. Just hang in there. I had this cabinet here hanging on in this location here, and I had a lot of this stuff on my bench was actually in that cabinet. It's about 35 by 21, 35 across, 21 deep, and about 40 inches tall. They're about, I think there's 3 actual shelves, 4 places shelves you can stack stuff on. It's still a good cabinet. It's old. I forgot this out of my grandfather's garage. So I'm going to have to find a place to repurpose and use it. But I wanted to repurpose some other cabinets and stuff and use them for things in my shop. Try to organize a little better and not have it so cluttered where it's like, because I had stuff shoved in this cabinet that I forgot all about. Well, that went straight to the trash. But anyway, when I first moved into where I'm at, this location where I'm at now, I had these cabinets here in the old sun porch, and they were on sitting on plywood there with casters. I'll get into detail about this some more. Just hang in there, keep listening. I like to keep you in a little bit of suspense and detail, even though you may already figured it out what I'm doing. Anyway, what I've done. Okay, so anyway, about 13, 14 years ago or so, redid some home remodel stuff. I determined that these cabinets were too nice, too good to just throw in the trash. So I put them in another building to store them for a while until I could figure out what I wanted to do. So this is why it becomes a repurpose video, because I have finally repurposed these 2 cabinets. They're about 48 by 20, 48 across, 22 deep, 27 tall, and they've got a shelf in them. And the doors just slide side to side like that, both of them same way. The shelf is adjustable. Just move those. You can set that shelf whatever height you want, which I may change them once I get figuring out how I'm going to get on my plethora of useless stuff in there. Yeah, I decided to reorganize, repurpose. I got these, at some point in time I'd acquired 4 of these vertical rack, storage rack sections. Got this one here, I repurposed for this. And this one over here, same way. They're the same vertical rack storage. And I had other things I repurposed to make for shelves where I could store my gas, diesel, and kerosene there, and antifreeze, hydraulic oil, transmission, stuff like that. They're in 2-gallon type jugs, and odds and ends on top, just to get it out of the way. But yeah, nice, neat, everything up out of the way. I actually welded these things together. They're all welded solid, where this one I have taken and sandwiched these cabinets in between the vertical uprights, or vertical rack sections. I took all thread and done that. 3/8 all thread, and I put a nut, washer, and bolt, or nut and washers on each side, clamped against this so it's held solid. Then the same over here, nut washer. Now I'm going to cut these off. I ain't going to leave that stick out there like that. That's ugly. But other things I've done. I left this little shelf. These were originally on the rack for what their previous purpose was, and they're just pop riveted in, held in place. So that's another reason for putting the all thread where I did. That way, if that should ever let go due to the weight of what's in the cabinet, then this should catch on this and hold it. But as tight as I've got this all sandwiched together, it shouldn't really go anywhere anyway. But that being said, so yeah, I've got this repurpose project going on. I just got to figure out how I'm going to put all this back in this. These two, a little more area, a little more room than what I had there. And like I said, it's amazing how much stuff you can get shoved in a cabinet and never realize is in a cabinet. Now, future of this cabinet here, I'm unsure just yet. I may try to put on one of my other walls in my shop. There's an unsolicited view of my shop or whatever. And still use it for my own purposes. Or it may go over to my wife's shop so that she can put stuff, her tools or supplies in it. Close the door so it doesn't get covered in sawdust and various other kinds of dust from her working and doing things in her little shop. Like I said, this cabinet is old. It came out of my grandfather's garage. So yeah, there's history there. So I kind of, I might let her have it, might not. But then again, that workbench there is also out of my grandfather's garage. And it has become a catch-all type thing, I hate to admit, but it's they're both very well built structures. Those were surprisingly really well built cabinets. They've held up a long time. Like I said, it was in my house when I bought it, and I decided to leave the cabinet set on the plywood that used to have casters on it so they could wheel around the house. That was one of their methods. Not a bad method. But I put that plywood back underneath the cabinets. Even though these cabinets are the base, the structure itself is 3/4 inch good. I say good because these are old pieces of wood. But because I was uncertain as to how good the bottoms would hold up to whatever I put in them, I thought, well, I'll put that plywood back underneath them and just have more reinforcement to hold the weight and all that, because that's all I'm going to shove in there. Well, you seen what was in there on the workbench and on the benches, but a lot of it's going to go in there. Anyway, I've rattled long enough, taken enough of your time. Hey, I appreciate you, as always, for stopping by, letting me spend a little bit of time with you. On that note, I'm going to let you go, let you get back to your own projects, your own thing, whatever your thing is you're doing. And I'll catch you on the next one. So y'all take care. Stay safe.